Seal of Evil, a game that is incredibly difficult to capture with OBS, but I did manage to make it work last week. I hope it still worked last week, 2 days ago. I hope it still works. I did test it off stream, it was working. Then again, I had tested before it started on Sunday and it just didn't. It did work, but it didn't show the cinematics, which is dumb. But it should be fine, right? The game is really good, the music is amazing. Like, it's Prince of Ching, but better. Slightly better in every way. And I'm really curious to see where the game goes, how it plays out. We still have 5 classes, but we only play with 3 characters at a time. But I think the experience is shared. So that would mean you can switch around which 3 characters you can play with. Which would be very interesting, but it would obviously mean that you're just going to neglect 2 characters for the entirety of the game. We'll see what happens. Because we have 3 main characters, right? The Chieftain, which is our main character. I forgot everyone's names, of course. The Beastman and the Wizard, which is our fiancé, I think. Our boyfriend? I don't even know. Technically, they're not even that yet. I suppose they're gonna develop feelings amongst themselves throughout the game. Or something. So yeah, we're going to go here. I want to see what happens with this game. And there's something that I need to... Okay. Let me run the game, see if it works. Okay, that's a good sign. Volume for the game is all over the place. I'm gonna keep adjusting. Let me know if it is too loud or too low. Because like some of these cinematics are this one. Some of them are really high. Okay, that's the main cinematic that didn't show up last time. Show up this time. It starts like, okay. Now here the volume is really low, and that's on purpose. Because I'm trying to bring out the voice acting volume. It doesn't have a separate control for that. It's music and sound effects. And the voiceovers are really low volume, so I'm keeping the music low so you can hear what they're talking. That music is so good though. Right, this is where we left off. And let me see if I can remember. Is Hero Switch mode? Yeah, we have 5 slots. Okay. You play with 3 characters, but you can carry 5. Alright, that makes a bunch of sense, actually. Now, what were we doing? We found a stone tablet under the ancestral altar at the sacrificial hall. It's shaped like a gap at the back of the spider cave. Perhaps they are matching key and lock pair. Shaped like the gap. Okay, so I have to go to the spider cave, which I have no idea where it is. Ah, I remember now. I wanted to check the manual to see. Let me start the timer. I wanted to check the manual to see if there was a way of looking at the map any better than this. I remembered and then I forgot. Man trap wood. Well, we're not a man, so that should be fine. Oh, we got sod fiends. They're kind of like Bulbasaurs. It's Chinese Bulbasaur. I'm checking the volume here. And we got Verdant Terrors. Oh, look at the face on the Verdant Terror. I want to look at it, but they're killing people down here. Come after me, I want to show... Look at its face. There's a lot of enemies. Yeah, battles are a lot more manageable than on Prince of Qing. You can kind of like... Okay, I have to do a bunch of things here. I need to cast this. We're back to having to cast a bunch of stuff. But you can kite the enemies around. It's a little more reasonable to do that kind of stuff now. Also, you can cast healing spells on the portraits now. This guy is nearly dead. And they're escaping a lot better too. No, that's not the skill we want. Oh, I forgot I could summon... Okay, but I want to heal him right away. Yep, healing works. Can I summon? Oh. I think it has a cooldown. Because we still have mana. And she has... I think this is Rage. And this uses Rage. It says that the skill can only be used when your anger is at maximum. Isn't this anger, isn't it at maximum? Can I use it? All enemies in a specific area. Can you do that? You can! Holy shit, that looks good! It just deletes everything. I thought it was bugged. Okay, so that works. Amazing. You also have one, but they're almost dead. I don't have to use his anger skill yet. Man, combat is getting to be pretty satisfying here. And yeah, here's the Sword Fiend that we summoned. Then we got Sword Fiend Bark, which is probably a crafting material. Strange Twig. Alright, that was fun. And manageable. Like on the previous game you get that many enemies, especially at early stages, you're in trouble. Here it's surprisingly manageable. Yeah, this has a better rhythm. I know it feels slow right now, but it's really satisfying. It isn't that thing where everyone is almost dying all the time. And healing on the map, man. We've played so many games where healing here was not possible. You had to find whoever you wanted to cast it on over here. It was so freaking annoying. Yeah, it has a cooldown. It doesn't show the cooldown on the description, but it does have one. So we're here trying to find the spider cave. But I still worry a little bit about the combat being too slow. I'm sure it should pick up speed as the game goes on. The game is giving us time to get adjusted to the mechanics, which is obviously a good thing. Was that gold? Yeah, gold ore. Pretty soon we'll be crafting stuff. All the materials we're slowly getting. You know, either the crafting system is a lot more complicated than the previous game or a lot simpler. I think it's a lot simpler. Because it feels like I can make items with whatever materials I have. There are some materials that are specialized, but... Hello there, Necroing. Welcome in, my friend. Congratulations on getting every MechWarrior 2 game to run on a modern system. I heard you got some hints from Kinikos. He's very knowledgeable about running that kind of game. The components for crafting still have an element associated with them. So you can still focus on what kind of item you have, you want to make. Do we get... Yeah, we get a ring. The inventory system is a lot simpler, I feel. I wonder if there's still gonna be a thing where the ring can enhance the weapon. Which was an interesting but slightly complicated mechanic from the previous game. Okay, this is a bit weird, hang on. There is an icon for bracers and weapons here. Does that mean we can't equip a shield? Do the bracers go in the same slot? Yeah, bracelet. Oh, because this guy's weapon is a bracelet. I wonder if the paladin, the item is like sword and shield on a single item. That would be so strange. I've never seen that in a game that I can remember. They're running on 86 bucks. You wonder what went wrong with the 95 version of Mercenaries while the patches through the acceleration, but something broke. It could be the hardware that you set up. You might not have installed the correct drivers. It's the kind of stuff that we had to do back in the day. I'm sure you remember that as well. But I have like 2 86 bucks Windows 98 machines and 2 DOS machines with slightly different hardware. Sometimes the game works on one and not on the other. Instead of like troubleshooting, I just try the other one. It usually works. Like I've had games that completely break depending on what sound blaster sound card you have. It can get very weird. People nowadays have no idea how difficult it was to get PC games to run. Could be a rushed patch, it could. I had no trouble with 3D acceleration. I was emulating a Voodoo GPU, which 496, 97, which is when I think Mercenaries 2 was released. Supports everything you could possibly want. They got in the way of, yeah, you know, publishers. Fuck publishers, fuck all of them. But yeah, I was trying to run it. I don't remember what game it was. I ended up giving up to streaming it because it was impossible to get it running. That, like, if you have XMS on DOS, then it refuses to run. It tells you that it does not run with XMS loaded, and then it demands a lot of conventional memory. Back in the day, I had all kinds of settings with my configs and autoexec.bat, like with the menu on the when it opened, and without the internet to look up information. I have no idea how I figured that stuff out. I think I just looked at the files created by different games and I just adapted and adjusted. You wish 86 box devs could add power VR GPUs. They support a truckload of devices. I think they did a good job just picking up PCM and adding a bunch of quality of life stuff to it. You can mount a folder as a CD drive on 86 box. I can't tell you how convenient that is. But just like DOSBox, I don't use the original one. I use DOSBox X. Very, very, very good, much better. You should set up proper MIDI emulation in 86 box as well. I have this gigantic sound bank, like 4 gigabytes or something. It sounds so good on 86 box. Strike Commander, nice. I should play that game again someday. Is that game? I don't remember, but it does have a because I played it hundreds of hours, but that was years ago, decades. Does that game have a campaign that you can finish? I'm pretty sure it does. I could play that for December, but I wouldn't have a light stick, which would benefit that game a lot, of course. Man, the healing is so much simpler in this game. Holy crap. I feel like Strike Commander the gameplay might take a couple dozen hours. Alright, Strange Bark. You're going to play it on December along with MechWarrior 2 games. The same because you have a Trust Fly stick on the storage. Yeah, I do have that large joystick that I showed you guys on stream once. You could get an adapter for that, but what are the chances it even works? It's been sitting unused since 1997. Can I... It is set as auto. Then why doesn't she cast it when she's not selected? Oh, she does, okay. But she is getting closer to do that. I wonder why. Maybe she doesn't attack quick enough. And then she decides it's faster to go in and punch. Maybe if I unequip the thing from here, like this. Yeah. Which is interesting because he is auto-casting this. So I'm doing combat, chat. That's equal parts amazing and dumb. Yeah, I'm doing combat without doing anything. That might get boring later. I mean, we did go through a dungeon that was quite difficult and it required a bunch of effort, so I'm sure it's not gonna be like this all the time. But yeah, we can just chill, I guess. The eye crashing into each other on Strike Commander. I don't have any memories of that, but I'm sure it happens. This guy is not attacking because he's hitting a bush. I have to move him manually so he stops being done. You know, this would be This thing about the characters fighting on their own kind of reminds me of really old... Those PC-88 games, I don't remember the name of that genre. They're like strategy RPG games where you have like a huge army and they just keep fighting on their own. Reminds me of that, but they would have to attack faster. It's going to be a chill game. Not gonna have the bullshit that we had on Prince of Qing, I'm sure. By the way, I can't summon a thing. There, that would make it go faster. And I can do this, and I can do this. Let's go. Near misses make the eye do very dangerous maneuvers when close to each other. That's when you change the gameplay mechanics slightly. Like if they keep crashing into each other, then you know, make it so they can't, or keep them away. Because like, what can you do as a player, right? You can't tell the AI, please don't crash into each other. Wing Commander 3. Yeah, I only heard about Wing Commander long after. Those were current games. I've actually not played one of those. I'm sure they're amazing games that I would love to play. I should correct that someday, but again, I would like to do that with a flight stick. Honestly, I can't spend any money from now until the end of the year. I have to get my finances in order. Just like my sleep schedule. I hope I don't get tired of this music. But I think it's a lot less jarring than the combat music in Prince of Qing. That one got weird as we kept playing. We had that angry brass going far all the time. You know, out of all the games that we have played, they're like Diablo-likes with a party system. Which, as I've mentioned when we started this game, is a genre that I didn't even know existed before I started streaming. And so far we have played Hazard, The Fate, Prince of Qing, and all this. This is the first game that I have played where it's not a freaking mess to manage people's health and buffs and everything. Of course, there's still time for the game to surprise us, but for now it's amazingly manageable. The other games are like, oh shit, so-and-so is dying again. Hello there, Lafole. Welcome, my friend. Oh, we can harvest the statues for resources. As one does. We're doing fine, Lafoli. Yesterday I missed my stream because I was way too freaking tired. Today, like, I just slept a lot. I'm doing much better. Yesterday, like, I realized that I could start the stream, but I might not be there for the end of the stream. I had to go to bed early anyways. I had a job interview today. I hope it went well. I hope it went well. I have a friend that has been job hunting for a while now, and it can get pretty stressful. Is this the spider cave? It is. Okay, I'm just gonna finish exploring here. But this is the right place. It's an awesome job, you really want it. Well, best of luck to you. Because I got into programming and IT in general when the time was right, I never had to worry too much about getting a job. I was really lucky with that. Like, worryingly so. I have a pretty good job nowadays. It's very fulfilling. I did spend a lot of time working with game development, which, at least I got experience that carried over, but that's a career that I don't recommend for anyone. Programming X-ray machines. That's eerily close to what I do. I deal with a bunch of medical related things, but one of those is processing imagery generated by medical imaging machines. So if you're going to work with what I think you're going to work, you're going to be working with generating DICOM images. Does that ring any bells for you? Borders, defense, not medical. Oh. Right, they might use a different format then, I don't know. But that sounds interesting as well. Like, when I got into my current job, I was worried a little bit that, you know, I'm gonna be working with medical stuff, it's going to be boring and bland. But no, it's quite the contrary, it's quite fulfilling because you're helping improve medical treatment of people. That can be very fulfilling. Without having to actually deal with people, which is something I'd rather not do. The maps are really large. Hello there, Inconsiderate Deed. How goes the sealing of evil? We're sealing it pretty good. Look, no hands. I just figured out that if you set up the casting properly, you don't have to do anything. It's very relaxing. Much different than the other party-based Diablo-likes we have played. How does it compare to Ching? This game is better than Prince of Ching in every way, even if it's just by a slight amount. All the stuff that I have seen so far. There are a few things that I still have to see how they end up working. Because the skill system is a lot more simple now, and as you can see, we're not doing anything right now. That could get boring later. But combat on Prince of Ching was very boring to start with, and it got really interesting later. So, you know, early combat here, even though not doing much, it is better than early combat in Prince of Ching, so I'm optimistic that it's going to keep improving. And the crafting system, it's either a lot worse or a lot better. I'm still going to know that. And one more thing I have to check is that our party, total party is still 5 people, but you only control 3 at a time, I think, because if I press X, it goes into hero switch mode and you have these 2 slots here because there are still 5 classes. But they fixed a lot of stuff. For example, you don't put points into skills anymore. So we're not gonna go into that thing where we put points into a skill that becomes completely useless because of other game mechanics. Skills seem to level up automatically. The graphics are better, like the art for the interior of the houses is impressive. Like exquisitely crafted. Like this, they still have the thing where this is obviously 3D, pre-rendered sprites, but they still fit very well. And we had a couple of enemies that got reused from Prince of Qing. Not enemies, we had these monkeys on a hill. There are just 2 of them in the entire game. I think you don't fight them. So they just reused the monkeys from the previous game. And you can see the stark contrast in quality of the models. Like they look a lot blurrier and blander. Yeah, the palette, everything about it is better. The interface, I do miss the spinning faces here. Those are pretty good. But we already have, like, we're barely starting with the game. We already have element synergy going to play here. You can heal people by clicking on the portrait up there, which is perfect. The combat is slightly slower, which means we can manage things without pausing all the time. What else? The map on the top right is pretty good, obviously inspired by Diablo 2. Yeah, that rotating totem was pretty good. We have a third stat down here, anger. We can use amazing skills with that. But for example, this woman has this skill she starts with, which has 2 hidden effects. Hang on. And one of them activates if you're using wood stuff, and the other one activates if you're using fire stuff. So we could technically switch our specialization in our skills by switching our elements that we are using. Because we have a wood weapon... Where is it? Because we're using a wood weapon, I'm using a wood cantrip. And that is enabling this skill, like, so we got all of that synergy, elemental synergy early on. In addition to that, instead of increasing strength, agility, stamina, you know, standard boring, quote-unquote boring stuff, we actually increased the elements of the character, and the highest one defines, like, this woman, you can tell up there on her name on the screen, Lanwei, and it has a blue icon. That means she is water element. She's going to take extra damage from Earth? I don't remember. I will never memorize. So even our characters can specialize in different elements. Like this guy is metal, this guy is also water because he's also a wizard. No savvy, no sail. Ah yes, the savvy. Yes, savvy. That kind of mechanic, like, I appreciate it, but at the same time, I hate when a game has that. Like, say, Fallout. Fallout has usually those skills like Fast Learner. You get it early, and then you get more skill points, or whatever. Like, Fallout, they had like 2 skills like that. One for skill points, one for attributes or something, I don't remember the details. I love that mechanic. But I secretly hate it because you always have to pick that first. So you're delaying getting the game more interesting. Can we get this skill? Can we get that skill? No, the first 10 levels is just picking the skills that make us stronger later. Can I invest in intelligence and dexterity? No, first, savvy. Metal is the best stat. Yeah, this is our Beastman. Beastman is going to be metal. We got a level. Mustache, Mario and Luigi. Those games are pretty good. I have to play more of those. So interesting, right? That Square made Mario RPG for Nintendo, and then that branched out into 2 different series. Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi. And both are pretty good, and a lot of people sleep on those series. And I think they're just amazing. But I'm probably the only person that thinks that Paper Mario is better than Thousand Year Door. Both amazing games, but I prefer the first one more. Okay, did we get new skills? Oh, we got... Alright, this is this. Yes, we're not using that yet. Tiger Claw, Right, we're not using this right now. This is really good if we... I could focus on this guy, control him. Because we can do like AoE damage. But no one got new skills. Yeah, the Nintendo 64 one, it's very good. Like Thousand Year Door is amazing, but I like the Nintendo 64 more. Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal is pretty good, yes. Okay, let's see. Like this guy... I want to focus on metal for him, for the attack, but we do want everything. Like these are defense and attacking faster, this is more health, this is more mana. We do want everything. So it's going to be like one level where I focus on metal and another one where I put 1 point in everything. Now the wizards are a different story, they don't care about striking or dodging or attacking, it's just health, mana and magical defense. On the one hand, I like that they don't have the same system of changing to combat music, in and out of combat music all the time that they had in Prince of Qing, which is a fine system, but it does get pretty bland. Eventually gets annoying, that's what I mean. But I could use some music variety here. Okay, let me see if I can do some AoE damage here. Doesn't do spree effect or anything. No need to bother with that. Elements are tied to the stats in the boxes next to them. Yes, they are. Which is, at the same time, I feel like it's a more interesting system. And it adds... How can I say this? It adds complexity in a way that makes it actually simpler. Does that make any sense? It adds depth without adding complexity, is what I mean. Because it ties the two systems together in a way that is pretty obvious. Like if you scroll over, it says what it does, effects, recovery, whatever. But if you just look at the stats next to it, it's more simple. It works, I don't know, it's elegant, it's an elegant solution to integrating more of the element system into the game. Yeah, the element resistance was a thing in Prince of Qing. And if you were here for the last couple of streams of that game, you might remember that we had to focus on getting... Instead of killing the boss, we couldn't kill the final boss, I had to pull back, level up a bunch, and invest in fire resistance so I could survive the boss. So I hope it works better in this game. I think it does because we can... Like, we're already working on it from the first level of the game. We're not gonna rely on a skill that we might not have. Like, that game had that problem, right? We didn't pick a skill that was necessary because we needed the fire resistance. So the only solution was to go back and farm a truckload. And we couldn't because you get locked in the last level with the boss. We had to pick an earlier save file. We almost got soft locked at the end boss if I didn't keep previous save files. Like, Prince of Qing is amazing, but it is a little bit rough around the edges. A lot of these games are... Which, like, they try so many new stuff. It is to be expected. I'd rather have a game that is rough around the edges than a game that is just bland sameness. And this one is basically, okay, let's take Prince of Qing and just polish it. Alright, get half the team to work on a new storyline and characters and skills, and the other half just polishes everything. Let's improve the engine, the mechanics, everything a little bit. Like, I feel like they didn't neglect anything in particular. Everything is slightly better. Let's go into the spider cave. Like, the story starts a little bit less interesting. Because Prince of Chin is based on an actual historical figure, and then they think you died. And then you go in secret. That's pretty interesting. It eventually devolves into, okay, this guy betrayed my father and I have to kill him. This one might be taking the opposite way, where it starts simple and then it gets more interesting later. Welcome in, Musifate. Oh, yo. We'll see how it goes. The story is not bad so far, but it does lean a lot more on gods and demons and mythical stuff. Are we gonna get poisoned by these guys? Do I have to worry about that later? And they still do this. I didn't like this on Prince of Chin, where there's no music in the caves. But no, can't have everything. Oh, look at that spider with a big red eye in the middle. That's kind of creepy. And different spiders have different elements associated with them as well. He was webbed. There was a web effect on him. Maybe I should kill this guy first. Yeah, we haven't had any dialogue today because we already got all of our missions set for us. We don't have quest. No, we do have. This is the one quest we have. Greetings, oh fair. Welcome in, my friend. Was it? No, it wasn't so fair. Who was it? There was someone on my call stream that watches me sometime. I don't remember who it was. And Makal was talking about some Japanese dude on their game just implementing some dumb mechanic and laughing. He fell into a death pit that was hidden or something. And he was like, oh, some Japanese dude is like just laughing. 90 years old now, just watching me play the game and laughing because of the death pit. And someone who watches my channel was there and just said, Takahashi strikes again. That was amazing. Freaking Takahashi. No Takahashi here though, this is Chinese. You think you saw that? Yeah. I think he was playing the Genesis version of Castle of Illusion. I have to watch his VOD of the Master System one. Just because I'm really curious, because I keep saying that I think the Genesis Castle of Illusion is bland compared to the Master System one, which I had as a kid. I remember seeing the Genesis one and playing as a kid and being like, oh, it looks so good, it looks so high def, it's so many colors. All I have is the silly Master System version. And then I played many years later and it's just boring. Without all the mechanics of the Master System 1. You had both, and Master System 1 is way better. There you go! You keep waiting to mention Takahashi. Good. Takahashi should be called out. God damn it, Takahashi. We had the Master System one where you can grab the things and throw them and step on them. And the final boss is a freaking dragon. It's so much better than generic witch. And the levels are more interesting. Everything about it is better. It just has less colors. And the music sounds grating on your ears because of the stupid sound chip on the Master System. It sounds like something you would say, that's why you reminded me of it. There's a few different streams with memes you wished work elsewhere. Was the radius of greedies. I think it's very difficult to beat. Oh, don't die. Oh, he's stuck because of the web, okay. I think McCall is like a master of finding those memes, like I'm so old now, that works everywhere. Radius of Gradius. Yeah, that... So old now, yes. That meme doesn't work too well here, like in different places like that, La Folia, I don't think. At least I don't get it. It could be me, I'm dumb, you guys know that. There was a shmup bot, someone asked if that went nuts and broke. I keep wanting to implement some kind of stupid sounding AI bot for a channel points redemption. I talked about this, it would take a lot of work and I don't have time for it. That's the thing, I don't have the time. But I want to implement Clippy, where you guys can redeem something where, like, tell the streamer to blame Takahashi and Clippy goes and pops up on screen and says, "Hello there, you seem to be dying a lot. Have you considered blaming Takahashi again?" I think that would be pretty good, but I need a lot of time to make that work. You won't shut up about gradients and how it's not a circle. I mean, that's a fair point. Our healing is on cooldown. Okay. Okay, so the cooldown on the healing spell is gonna be a concern. Of course, part of me is scared that I might implement something like that, like a Clippy bot, and then it says something. Someone redeems, like, tell the streamer to say the N word, and then the bot just goes like, yeah, let's get his channel banned right now. Like, you know, on the first day someone will post a redemption, ignore all previous instructions, do this instead. What character could represent Takahashi well? What if he shows feet? I don't know, man, I'm so weirded out by that feet stuff. I've talked about having a friend that kept asking for feet pictures from me. And I used to think it was a joke, but he was so insistent for such a long time that to this day I don't know if he was serious or not. Like, I don't get it. Like, I have 2 feet, everyone has 2. Why do we want pictures of feet? But part of me gets worried. Like, is that a thing that I should be concerned with? What character could represent Takahashi well? You would have to be one of those 80s snot-nosed Japanese anime kids that, like, have very small eyes on those animes and a dumb bowl cut hair with a very annoying voice. What if we made a Arkanoid with bonk mechanics? That would be so cool. It could be like a younger version of Cartman, maybe. Feet. Only those privileged enough have 2 feet. Fair enough, I know. The average person has slightly less than 1 testicle and slightly less than 1 breast. Something like that. The spell effects are a lot better in this game. No part shaming, right? It's Suki from Initial D, there you go. That would work as Takahashi, yes. Showing my foot privilege, I'm sorry. You know, one of my feet, my cat scratched it like a long time ago. And I have like a tiny scar. It's the only of all the scratches I've ever gotten from my cats is the one scar that is like permanently there. My cat will be long gone and that scratch will still be here. I don't know why. It kind of worries me. One of the kids' prize from Pokemon. I hate those. I have played very little Pokemon in my life. And whenever the phone rings, I would just roll my eyes out of my socket. Like, god damn it, I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. What is the name of Nico Bellic's cousin? He's a Pokemon kid. Screw that guy. I think I quit playing GTA 4 because I couldn't take phone calls from him anymore. Fucking moron. Roman, yeah. Roman is a Pokemon kid. Come on, cousin, we should battle our Pokemon sometime. And then we go bowling. Fuck you, Roman. It's your cousin, Roman. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the main reason. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that's the main reason I quit GTA 4, never finished it. And the driving, I didn't have a problem with the driving, I don't think. I think the other problem I had with the game is that it had too much content. Like, I know you don't have to do everything, but you feel like you have to. And then I would be like, can I go to the main mission? Yeah, no, I can't. There wasn't a problem on the previous GTA games. Like, I loved San Andreas, I finished it once or twice. Vice City, I finished it once or twice. 3, I finished it once. But 4 had just too much crap. Like, it got boring because of the amount of crap there was to do. Yeah, it is huge. You knew a guy called Nico. Oh, we used to say the line to him all the time. Yeah. So we found out he had never played GTA 4. I had no idea. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, Vice City... I'm one of those people... Well, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I think Vice City is better than San Andreas. And part of the reason is because it is a smaller, more focused game. Too dark on the screen you played it on, never captured you. It was your last one. I played that on PC with like regular CRT monitors, I didn't have that problem. San Andreas was almost too large for its own good. But it was pretty much as large as a game could be and not lose my interest, I guess. Can I put down a save because I have been playing for a while in case disaster strikes. Play a big screen DLP TV in those early days. Speaking of guys having names like that, I've told this story before. I went to wash my car, this was like several months ago, and then I went to pay him. And we use a payment system here in Brazil that you can, like, you type in the data for the payment, and the guy's name shows up on your application when you to confirm the payment. He's gonna die. He's stuck. He's webbed. Shit. Can we move out of here? I know his HP is too low. I can't heal again because healing has a cooldown. Can you move away from there? Shit, I can't heal. It's a good thing I just saved. Because this is bonkers. He's gonna die. HP is too low. He stopped. He didn't die. Can I still heal him? I can. The game has some leeway where a character doesn't really die for a moment. That's actually very civilized. I would like to move everyone away, but that guy is stuck there. Ah, shit, man. Okay, okay, he can't come back. Minus 10 blast out phase. Yeah, that was actually pretty interesting. Okay. Alright, let me go back to my story. So I go pay the guy who washed my car, and his name shows up on my phone, and I'm holding my phone and I look at it. And it's written not in English, because no one would say the name right. It's like transliterated into Portuguese, so it's written all weird. But I look at his name and it says Highlander. And I confirm, Highlander? Yes. There can be only one? There can be only one. Okay, and I just made the payment, and I kind of regretted saying that because I realized that everyone must make that joke to him all the fucking time. He's probably sick and tired of it. There can be only one, there can be only one. But how do you resist that? How the hell do you resist doing that? System Super Silver. I can't imagine how that went. I have to look that up later. Powerful name it is. It was written R-A-I Lander, because otherwise people would call him Highlander. So instead of Highlander, they call him Highlander. Whatever. The intention is there. Science is you cannot resist unless you're boring. Yeah. I assume his friends just call him Hai for short. That's the reasonable thing to do. Was the car wash on holy ground? That's an amazing question. I used to be freaked out by that car wash a little bit. I never... Like just internally slightly freaked out. Not that I had a good reason for it, because there worked 2 women washing your car. And they were twins. And I don't know, it was so weird to watch these 2 identical people washing your car. It just rubbed me the wrong way. I would watch, yeah, that... And they did a good job too. Like, how do they get employed at the same place? I assume they were related to the owner or something. The only reasonable thing for these friends to call him is Duncan MacLeod and never shorten it. Oh man, I would lose that friend so quickly. Was this a sex car wash? No. No, unfortunately not. I don't think that's a... Believe it or not, I don't think that's ever been a thing in Brazil. I know it's a thing in the US, supposedly, but believe it or not, it's not a thing down here. If you want to get your car washed, you want to get your car washed, okay? There will be time for the other stuff. Like, there isn't even like that much of a connotation of like massage parlors being something else. I don't know, I think we're just more direct about it. Oh, I want to see something sexy, let's get my car washed. I want to get lucky, let me get a massage. No, do you want to get lucky? Here's the place you go to get lucky. You want to see people naked, you can go this other place, it's fine. Like, who cares? Let's be reasonable and honest about it. You posted a petition, Takahashi, on Discord. I'll take that a look. In real live stream, man. With what you have seen about Brazil humor, that there's no sexy car wash. Alright, Nicarine, thanks for stopping by. Look, when I grew up, alright, the show that kids watched, the show for kids that had the cartoons and everything on the mornings, had a scantily clad lady surrounded by scantily clad minors, okay? And she brought in, I don't remember their name, I've shown that video here before, to play, because sometimes they would bring like artists to sing, and they got those people, those American artists, group, whatever, that sang that song, I Don't Want No Short Dick Man, because no one spoke English, especially not the children, so no one knew what they were singing about. So you can actually find a video on YouTube of those people singing that song and a bunch of kids. Yay! And it has subtitles in Portuguese for people to understand how fucked up it is. You had Keaton's Car Wash, sexy girls walking around, old men washing the cars, it didn't last. And then, like, on Sundays afternoons, there was this show on TV. Was like a variety show, and one of the things they had was like they would get these celebrities and they would put a bathtub in the middle of the stage and they would go in wearing bikinis and bathing suits, all soapy, trying to get something for a prize, and they would play like this sleazy ass song in the back while these soapy people fought each other. That was Sunday afternoon entertainment over here. So, and then I'm gonna be like, do you want to go to the sexy car wash? Have you heard of Carnival? Like, you want to see naked people, there you go. Go to Carnival. People, you get bored with all the tits. I'm telling you, I told you guys this before. I was a kid, like playing with my toys, and my parents and uncles were just like playing cards or something during the holiday, during Carnival. And the TV had a bunch of naked ladies shaking their asses. No one bat an eyelash at that, it's just asses. Everyone has one. Seriously, that kind of stuff is boring though. Can't remember the last time I watched that. Seriously, do you want to turn on the TV and see naked people? That's kind of old, you know? Normalize instead of forbid. I do agree, like, you know, in all seriousness, I think that makes a lot more sense. That's kind of how I feel in a way about Halloween. And you might think, what the fuck are you talking about? You see, kids will grow up being scared about like ghosts and werewolves and vampires, and you'll have nightmares and that kind of stuff. And then you have that time in the year where you go, you see, this is all make-believe. All those myths and those stories and those superstitions, it's all for fun, like none of it is serious. And I think that does a good thing for like the collective psyche, to just have that period in the year where everyone just gets together to say it's all fun and games, it's not real, like there are no such thing as ghosts. And then the world gets slightly less scary. Hello there, Jankito. The seal of Lubei. We haven't had Lubei being mentioned here yet. I don't know if he was already born, because this is technically a prequel. And the game goes pretty well. The game is amazing. I wish they had music in caves. If I understand my Halloween parallel correctly, you're saying we should have a boobs holiday. You should! We do have one. It's pretty good. It's called Carnival. Goes on about a week. People piss in the streets. It's fine. Like, imagine you have a period in the year where the where most city halls around the country are like, please wear a condom here, here's a truckload of condoms for free. That kind of teaches you something, you know? You didn't realize that was a festival? Yeah, Carnival here takes like a week, maybe more. And I think most Brazilians are into it. Not if you ask online. I've never been into it. I've never been to that stuff. Not my vibe. But it's an unescapable part of being Brazilian. You know that shit exists. It happens. Dread it, run from it. You cannot escape Carnival. Oh, Titties Eve. I need to remember that. You thought it was just a thing you went to at any time. No, we are very Christian and proper the rest of the year. Right? We are very conservative, like, in terms of like, we're very religious country. Like, but we have a tits festival. You can't be all repressed all the time. Oh, yeah. Unhinged Mardi Gras. No, Mardi Gras is a boring carnival. That's different. As fun as Mardi Gras is, it's like, if people are not getting naked and just having casual sex, like, what, or even go out of the house. Again, that's not for me. I'm just explaining how the typical carnival goer thinks. Thou shalt like tits. The tits are pretty good. Can I heal this guy? He's stuck. I need to focus on killing this guy because my mage is stuck being attacked. Okay, he can move now. Okay, thank you. Now that guy is stuck again. Ah, my god. Okay, maybe before we get webbed again, everyone run away. You've seen videos of some of the crazy things that exists in Carnival. Yeah, I'm sure it's not, if you try to find like what is the craziest thing that can happen, it's not gonna be representative of it. Most Carnival is just like a big like truck with music and people just vibing. That's most Carnival. Like, there are parts of Carnival where, you know, you can take your kids to put them in their little costumes and just dance and vibe around. It's fine, actually. Like, beside all the joking, like, there are multiple facets to Carnival. You can't do a boring thing with family stuff, and you do have the depraved everyone fucks on the street stuff, right? There's space for everyone, okay? We don't judge. Tourists will just see a parade with tits. Right? Tourists will go to Rio de Janeiro, go watch the escolas de samba do their thing. Bunch of cars, bunch of people dancing. Some of them will pay to dance in the parade. And they're gonna go in the tourist block where everyone is dressed. It's whatever. There is everything, like, there is Carnival for rich people, for your average Joe. You think you've heard of a movie called Carnival, you assume now it took place in Brazil. All the kids dressed up as boobs. Truck driving down the street with that, yeah. I would show you guys some of that, but, you know, DMCA, whatever. Also, I can't stand that kind of music. Like I said, it's not my scene. I like Carnival because it's a holiday, so I can stay home and sleep and play games. Trying to picture a condom being used as a storage bag. I don't think I have seen that, no. I've seen it inflated as a balloon, but everyone has seen that. It's not exclusive to us in any way. Hello there, Absentia. We just got here. We were talking about tits. Welcome in, my friend. Baggage milk. God damn it. Please don't go all the way over there. There's a lot of shit. Look at the minimap. By the way, I love this minimap. Showing all the enemies. Everything is coming. Okay, they're splitting up a bit. We'll have to carefully split them up here. Lots of countries are weird and have bagged milk. Bagged milk was the standard at some point in most places. Like, not everyone is rich and fancy and can, like, have a dedicated guy hired to bring you a glass bottle of milk. Like, all of that is expensive. Right? That's the kind of stuff that you do if you're, like, a rich American people in the 70s. Oh, let's pay a guy to dress in white and bring bottles made of glass. No, we used milks in bags over here. Until cartons of milk became the standard. Not everyone is fancy as you people used to be. We do have bagged milk in the US, more for dispensers, kind of like a soda fountain. We still have bagged milk here. You can kind of find it in the market, but it's not as usable as regular cartons of milk that preserve the milk better anyway, so it's very rare to see people still get those. There's still milkmen there, so they don't pass in the early morning. Your grandmother got it. Yeah, we do. Oh, stone gates. Ah, this is where we use the key. Okay, I want to finish exploring the cave first. I mean, we did kind of have a... I think one of my aunts had a dude that did deliver milk, but was uncommon and it wasn't the same system, although I don't know the details because that was like 60 years ago or something. We just ate an amazing amount of food and it might explode. I'm glad to hear. I do hope you do not explode though. That sounds unpleasant. I haven't had crazy food in a while. I have been actually doing a pretty good job at losing weight. You know, I did correct it pretty quickly because because I did realize the implications. I mean, if you do feel like you are about to explode, you should do two things. Okay. One, you should definitely call 911. Right, that's the first thing you should do. And then, if it isn't too much work, you know, set up your phone somewhere, set it to recording. Right, after calling 911, you know, saying goodbye to your loved ones if you think that's appropriate. No, it's not 911 here, no. Most people don't know what phone number you should call if you need help. I don't. It's not very standardized, it's not very centralized. If I need help, I'll Google what I should call. Like, the 911 system is one of the best things that you have in the US. It's very well crafted and well planned and all that. Don't explode in your home? Cleanup is a nightmare. I mean, are you going to be doing the cleanup if you explode? Because that sounds like a lame explosion to me. Yeah, our phone numbers are like 10 something for police, 10 something for fire department, 10 something for medical emergencies. Okay, that guy's thinking a shit ton, and he's webbed, so I can't pull him back. I just have to heal him as quickly as the game allows me. Okay, he is unwebbed. There you go. Hello there, games on VHS. Lame explosion, walk it off. You were thinking, get your phone out. That's kind of standard, right? If you can do a little dance for Instagram while you explode, that would be swell. Still laying about all around the house, exploded days ago, Slacker. But I have been cutting back on the big eating for a few months now. Believe it or not, over the past few months I've lost over 10 kilograms. No idea how much that is in freedom units. In fact, if you look at a VOD from December and you compare it to right now, you can see my face not being the same with... Which means I can change my camera settings, I guess. It is a lot, yes. I still have a long way to go. But yeah, it's pretty good. Oh shit! That's a lot. It's been going pretty well. Can you please come with me? Thank you. So that's 22 pounds. You had big eating, mostly vegetables. Yeah, that's fine. We did get a level up, but this dude is webbed, he's gonna die. Hopefully he doesn't. Okay, I can pull them back. Come on, come on, come on, pull back. Pull back, everyone. Let's see if I can level up. 1.3 eagles. You did look up how much the average American bald eagle weighs for that, I'm sure. Very good. You need to stop celebrating weight loss with food. Yeah. I didn't want to weigh myself just so I would avoid doing that mistake. But my wife kept insisting she wanted to know how much I had lost already. If my wife made me do it, no. No, that... We have always, me and her, we have both always been overweight. We have always discussed losing weight. We have done it a few times. That's the depressing part. We did it a few times. And then you kind of let go, you just forget about it for long enough so it gets messed up. But no, she didn't force me into it or anything. I'm actually sort of inspiring her to do the same. Gotta make lifestyle changes, not temporary diets. I know! I am fully aware. I have been aware of that for the better part of the last 10 years. And I keep trying. I know I'm not trying to do like a quick diet. I'm trying to get used to just eating less in general. It's good that we have each other. Yeah, I do love my wife very much, and she is very supportive in everything. It does help with everything. Can you come along and do something, my friend? It will be for different reasons, so I select off on it, going back to those old ways. Yeah, it's very easy to settle back on old ways. It's depressingly easy. You were morbidly obese all your life, tried everything, finally broke down, got gastric bypass, don't regret it for a second. Everyone, save for one person, everyone that I know that did that had good results. I have never been morbidly obese, but yeah, I just got out of being... Have I? No, I think if I calculate it right now, I'm still technically on the lower end of obesity. But I haven't been lower than overweight in the last 20 years. As my part, less food. Hard to start. You guys are on fire today. God damn it. Man, I give you guys one day off streaming and you just bring your A game. I hate sports. I hate the gym. I hate all of that. I've said this before, like for me going to the gym is akin to torture. Like if you tell me, do you want to go to the gym or do you want to go to the dentist? Like it's the same thing. I think I would rather go to the dentist. It's going to be over faster. And it's going to hurt less. Oh, if you do it for long enough, you're going to start enjoying it. Last time I did it for like 5 months. I hated the last day as much as I hated the first one. You get to sit at the dentist. Yes, welcome me, abstractism. You just lay back there. Yeah, just torture my mouth. At least I don't have to do anything. Alright. I'm sure it's gonna be a big demon boss in here. Man, what if there is a demon boss in here? Some big ass demon. We're talking about sexy time again. Well, if the dentist asks you to open your mouth, you ask him to take you to dinner first. Secret cave. Oh, we don't have a map! There is a shiny thunderstone in there. Is that it? Am I gonna touch this and I think something cool is gonna happen, chat. No, we got an item. Hello there, crab meats. You hate exercising. I love that you enjoy exercise without feeling that way. Yeah, I wish I did have that. I don't. First mouse and you're happy for her. Take that, little pests. My older cat once caught a bird. It was pretty gruesome. And my smaller cat keeps killing spiders, which is very good. Lanwei? I've seen a stone that looks just like this before. What? You've seen this kind of stone before? Where? I forgot to look at her face. Her face was pretty good. In my hometown, when I was much younger, it was exactly the same. She has different expressions here. It's pretty good. That's perfect. Let's go back and tell my uncle first. Then we'll head off to find your hometown together. Lian Hu's hometown? That means we'll have to cross the Central Plains. Bah! It's just the Central Plains. Although the Qin are wicked people, we have nothing to fear from them. 1 Baiyan is a match for 10 Qin any day. Ah, look out! Yeah, there's a... Look out! Poisonous spiders! Spider King. 2 spider... I thought the other one was gonna be a spider queen. They're just very good friends, everyone. They're summoning other things. Let me pause and let me make sure I am casting everything I can. This and this for now. Summon our little Francis. And now let's do this. You can't do that yet. You can do that here. Let's see the fancy magic effects, everyone. Man, he's attacking very fast. Where is my interface? Come back, interface. I think I misclicked something. That's pretty good. I need to heal this guy and run back with him. And can I do a fancy thing with him as well? What, you don't have fancy? He doesn't have fancy. Boo, he doesn't have fancy. This guy is not fancy. kick their ass, C-base. Reason for Jim's motivation. It doesn't motivate me. I hate everyone that goes to the gym. I hate being there, seeing other people. Yeah, the cat that was a great mouse who eat the mouse, never knew it was. That's efficient. Kill the other one first. Look, the beat 'em up health bars, it goes from yellow to red. It's pretty amazing. We might not be able to do this. This is not going well. Did you heal him? You didn't heal him. Shit! I know his HP is low. Do I have consumables? HP recovery speed. It's very silent in here, by the way. Okay, eat an orange. But that's not instant healing. We don't have instant healing. Oh, man. It's good for motivation for people who like to go to places but not exercise. Yeah, I don't want to go places. Their presence keeps the mice away. I've noticed that having cats around makes you have less bugs in the house just because of their smell. He doesn't heal, he's too metal for that. He is pretty metal, yes. It says right here, he's metal. This guy is almost full health. This guy has died. Can I summon another one to replace it? I can? Okay, this one is almost... Oh, this guy is poisoned. Can I do anything about that? I can, but if I do it now, I'm gonna waste resources and I need to heal him later. So I want to kill this. He's almost dead. Come on. Recover. Yes, you did. You did. You told me there were still a kidney, but now you have a cable modem with 2 Ethernet ports. So fancy. Okay, he's dead. What is this icon? Okay, he's dead, chat. Oh boy, this is difficult. 2 ports. Yeah, that's... because you don't want to pay. I would pay to not go to the gym. Which I do with my health. You can have twice the slow. Okay, let me summon this guy first. Hey! That's a nice summon. Yay! And the little dude is like, what? 2 Ethernet ports at the same time. Kinky. That's signing up for a year is... I've heard of that. That makes no sense. Like, who wants to go to the gym for an entire year? Okay, pause. Everyone focus on this guy. And let's already start by casting amazing stuff on him. Both of you. And you get ready with the heals. Okay, heal him. Those spell effects are so fancy. Okay, can you heal yourself as well? You can. Now everyone go back to attacking the Spider King. You haven't been watching Is This by the Prince of Chin, folks? Yes, Sunfall. This was released 2 years later and it's technically a prequel. And it's Prince of Chin but better in almost every way. And welcoming, yes. Lumberjacking, super dangerous job. It is. It is very... It demands a lot of attention. Okay, so because those items are just healing recovery speed, I should stay on top of that early. Okay, this is going by better. Getting counted into a gym membership. There is one big chain of gyms here in Brazil that is scammy as yours. They have a thing where if you want to cancel it, you have to do it in person, and it has to be at the exact same one that you signed up at. So if you moved to another town, you're jacked. Which I'm pretty sure that over here that kind of stuff is actually illegal. Which means they might have already got in trouble with for that. I'm gonna start running. Oh, because he has the big buff. Interesting, but I can't move my camera. But now they're going for the other guy. It's fine, let's kite. Let's kite a bunch. It's fine. Jacked. I hadn't realized. Actually, believe it or not, it was not on purpose. He's pretty fast. Oh, he leaves a little dust cloud when he runs like that. That's pretty good, man. All the little details in this game. You can't resist. You hope that link works. I can check that later. Is there anything I can do here? Not really. Don't go in like that. We need to kite. And they're going for my casters. And now they're not. Right, problem is this one is in the way. I want to kill this one instead, but this one is going to block my shots. Okay, heal him. Oh, his buff is gone. Okay. Okay, heal him again, please. Okay, this is tricky. They're cornering us. Let me move my folks out of here. I didn't read your... Okay, hang on. It's a lot of stuff. If a lumberjack chops trees and you're currently chopping spiders, does that mean that you're spider jacking? Yes. And we get their silk from it. Hope that answers your question. Silk. I don't know why it's really difficult to weave that kind of silk. They're cornering us again. Also, you need to eat again because we're lacking healing. Can you summon another thing? You can. Opens the door to our manner of jacking. Enjoy, Lawfully. This is your time to shine. Okay, we're killing the small ones for now. Ah, man, you take one attack and this guy is almost dead already. And that's the tank. I can't do big spells. Okay, they spent some time busy with the summon. Up there with the bubbly brown broth. Man, broth is like the worst word you can use for that. Okay, you need to recast this, and you need to recast this. Okay, can I pull them away slightly? Oh shit! She almost died in one hit. Man, he like compared to her, he has a lot of defense. Then again, we don't have any equipment. Maybe I should try crafting stuff. Maybe that's the only way you get equipment in this game. Because we haven't seen anything drop. You damn sound's gonna live in your head from the end of that video. Listen to the whole song. Welcome, Jack, and that's how it works. Yeah, I'll have to look at that stuff later. Can you summon another guy? You can. Need to stay on top of that stuff. You need to recast that woman. I've told you to do that before. We're attacking the right guy. Where is it? It's this. Can you heal again? You can. Jekyll's song from Lumberjack from the early 90s. Doesn't ring a bell, but I might be familiar with it. Okay, we go back to running. And he's not poisoned, I don't think. Woman, I keep telling you to cast that. You keep not casting it. Do I have to keep her select? Oh, because it's wrong. This one is almost dead. There we go. I think it dropped stuff. But right now we have to move around a little bit. Hook crowns, spiders. Probably some spider lady at a lake. Okay, heal her for now, and then I want you to summon another guy. Watery spider tart. Okay, everyone focus on this guy. And you heal up as soon as you can. Alright. It's just weird that they had 2 kings on no queen. But then again, I shouldn't judge. I'm sorry. Sultry spider trumpet. I like that we can use spells like this. On Prince of Chin, everyone was just meleeing all the time. That was pretty annoying. Strumpet. I thought it was weird, but you know. Did our guy die? I think our guy died. Let me summon another one. It's a fun word. I like throng. Like a throng of enemies. It's like the most obscure word I know. Old belt scroller style mirror on top of the mirror. Yeah, the beat 'em up changing colors. That's pretty good. I wonder how many colors we're gonna get on the bigger bosses later on. Like, okay, you have worked through 5 health bars. One more. That's pretty good. Oh, we actually ran out of mana on this guy. Okay. Also, I don't have to keep moving the items between them because the inventory is shared for these. Not for this. But these are shared. That's very good, actually. Got a bunch of cobwebs. I wonder if I can craft a bunch of shit with that without needing anything else. Really don't know how the crafting system works. Okay, it's almost dead. There we go. And we have learned a lot of shit. Yeah, let's grab the items. And you learn skills in this game. Instead of putting points into skills as you level up, it's story based. When defeating certain bosses, you get new skills. That's amazing. I always found multiple inventories stressful. It can get annoying. But here it works because like these 4 are materials and they're shared. This one is consumables and they're shared. So it automatically stays organized. You get a consumable, it doesn't go, I don't have to be, oh, this is consumable, this is craftable. And then you have the inventory boxes, which each character has one. You return, welcome back. If you defeat optional bosses, you can get extra skills. That's a good question. We haven't seen optional bosses yet. So let's take a quick look at our new skills. We got a poison wave. Maximum power requires wood weapons. And if we use a wood cantrip, we can increase the possibility of poisoning enemies. We are using a wood cantrip, right? So if I do this, it is I can't look at my equipment and my skills at the same time. Right, this is, I don't know why it shows in red, but yeah, we can. So this is actually pretty good. It might cost too much mana. This costs 1, this costs 7. But still. Alright, I'm gonna try putting these on like... I'm gonna run out of bindings here. She's having... Oh, she doesn't use any bindings yet. Alright, so I'm gonna use this and this. Also the bindings, like you can put the letters on the different skills. It's much easier than Priest of Chin. Alright, so that sounds actually like a good skill to use. Depends on how much mana it takes, of course. Your internet had a hiccup. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear. I think everyone has been having problems with their internet lately. It got flattened, it deflated. Alright, what do you have? You can summon a tree spirit. A large and a small. Does that mean we can have both? Oh boy, does that mean we can have both a large and a small one? Because we couldn't have multiple before. I'm gonna test it, even though it's gonna cost a lot of mana. You can have both! We're gonna have a big tree with a weird face following us. Amazing. What about you? We got Throw Stone, long range individual attack skill. Requirements, power of the earth. I don't know what power of the earth is. But we need that to increase the attack range and attack speed. Maybe that's a skill, a buff that we're gonna get later. So he does have a ranged attack. I'm not even gonna set this up. We don't care about ranged. Let him claw away. More targets for the enemy eye. That also helps, yes. Powerful choice at this stage of the game. We did have summons on Prince of Qin since the beginning. Oh, the poison wave. Depends on how her mana is gonna go, of course. Well, hopefully we can survive this. Let me... Wait. Nope, that's not Q. Q is this. And you do this. Let's see if this works. Yeah, those spell effects are so much better on this game. Yeah, the bear. But the problem there is that you couldn't have multiple. So I would put like 20 skill points on summoning tigers. And then we get summon bears and it overrides. So we just wasted a truckload of points on a skill that we couldn't use anymore. So I'm really glad they kind of fixed that for this game. You don't put points into the skills. You enhance them in other ways. Okay, I'm gonna switch to single attack when there's not a lot of enemies on screen. Bear was pretty good, yes. It was very, very, very slow. Like the fight would be over and he would be like, guys, did I miss anything, guys? I'm a bear. Don't bully me, I'm slow, okay? I'm big boned. You put skills on the points. No, you put points on the skills. If I messed that up, I'm sorry. Okay, you can go back to this skill for now. Just have to keep changing depending on how our mana evolves during the fight. So we have small summons and large summons, so I think it's going to be one of each that we'll select depending on the situation. Right, because if we look at this, it looks like small summons on this line, large summons on this line, and then we have other stuff here. We don't have any anger skills yet. You guys got the baddies. Great job, team, says the bear. Yeah. Under my guidance, you guys will go far. Oh, she switches? Why did she switch to that? She's casting them. She's alternating those skills, and I don't know. How or why? Okay, let's get out of here. Well, is there loot? There is. I really want to get out of here. I don't want to kill all of these, but now this guy is webbed. Okay, let's see if I can get somewhere with no enemies. Yeah, I want to try crafting, but they don't stop sending enemies my way. She's out of mana. I want to see what she does. She doesn't do anything. Okay, that's pretty bad. I have to manage that myself. And I just want music back. Okay, I'm gonna save and I want to try crafting. Because we're clearly not getting any items So maybe you are supposed to upgrade. Create. If you look at the skills, you have creation skills. Primary creates all kinds of equipment. Level for the next upgrade 5. Which means we would build better stuff next level, but whatever. This guy doesn't have it, this guy doesn't have it. I wonder if there are different creation spells. Skills, whatever. Okay, let's try to create. He's the only one who can craft. Oh, it's dropping to the main inventory because we can't carry anything else. Okay, let's see if we can make... This guy has ordinary clothing. Let's see if we can make chest equipment for those guys. Armor for the witch? You select the class, that's pretty good. Can I just drop this everywhere? Let's make a... out of web. It's going to be a water item. I would rather have a wood item. But I want to use all this web. Create. Mundane Gossamer Mage's Robe. Huh. We just turned a bunch of web into a fancy item. Okay. Okay, fine. You can just... That's a very fun system, actually. You can just use everything to make everything. You don't have to worry as much as, oh, we don't have string. How do we get string? Armor for the Beastman. Oh, these items are specific for defensive equipment. You can use these as generic items and to enhance stuff because they have stats already. But right now I just want to get rid of the excess web. Mundane Gossamer's heavy armor. Equip. Good. He has a helmet. Everyone has a helmet except for her. Let's make a helmet for her. Helm for witch. Takes less stuff to make. If I take one of these, can I have a wood item?
Here we go, pal. I hope it's the right apartment, Michael. Good grief.
Sav.
Salve, BV. Thank you so much for the 11 months of subscription, my friend. On the clock every month. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. It means a lot to me. Appreciate it. Welcome in. And yeah, I've just learned... Yeah, that's a lot of support. Thank you so much. This still water element. Because most of the stuff that we use, the webs, are water. Even though I tried to add a wood item from here, it didn't make a difference. So it's probably like the predominant item that matters. Okay, now I want boots. Boots. For the wizard and the beastman. 3 pieces of cobweb and boots. That's the easiest boots I've ever made in my life. Seriously, can you take a little bit of web and make shoes? Oh, we upgraded our 8 diagram item creation to intermediate. Fancy. Several years they had the Knight Rider car at the Universal Studios you could sit in the driver's seat. You mean Kit? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's probably why they don't have it anymore. You can't have good things anymore. Oh, I think they are getting a border because they have the same element and they are... like... Yeah, the ones that have the same elements, they are increasing each other's power. Interesting. Now I need necklaces and rings. Can I make those? I could make a weapon for this guy. I want a metal weapon for him. Can I make a metal weapon for him? But it takes 6 things. I can't use the web. I can make a weapon out of web. Synergy, yes. That choice is pretty good, yes. Well, I don't know if I want to use that much stuff, so I'm gonna try to make the decoration instead. Necklace. I only have this specifically for necklace. That's pretty bad as well. Alright, this is good enough. They're all equipped. Did we get... I didn't check if we got paper dolling from that stuff. This one didn't. The boots do the... yeah. The chest doesn't do... that might change later. Did that guy get a different chest piece? I don't think he did. Oh, he did! Oh, paper dolling. Ah, nice. Yeah, kit with 2 T's. You can't drive a kit on Forza Horizon 5. In case anyone is interested in knowing that. You have to buy the DLC though. But it also includes 3 different versions of the DeLorean from Back to the Future. One version for each movie. Which is very good. And you took your dad to the Harry Potter set at Warner Bros. You went on the train and you farted in it. You know, building memories together, that's what it's all about. I swear to God, there are some jokes that are very American and people over here don't know about them or very less known. You're talking about farting, right? That's a good subject, of course. You know that old pull my finger joke? That very, very old. It's not very known down here. And like, I'm not usually taken to flatulence in general. So my wife has like almost never seen me fart at all. Harry Potter. And this one time she was going upstairs and I felt the need to rip one. And I got like inspired. I realized that was my opportunity. I rushed to her with a scared look on my face. Pull my finger. And she's looking at me like, what? Pull my finger, hurry. And she does. And I managed to trigger it at the right time. And she doesn't jump back. It was the best thing ever, man. She took a while to process what just happened. That was pretty good. It's not every day that you get the opportunity to do that to someone who has never heard of it before. I made her jump, I did. She did a little jump back. This spell does make it go a lot faster. It's a shame it eats so much mana. And yes, it's interesting, the enemies are not dropping items. It might change maybe later, we might fight humanoid enemies and they might drop armor and weapons. For now, they're not dropping any equipment, you have to rely on crafting. The game doesn't tell you that, you have to experiment. Your friend had you pull his finger, but he burped and you farted. You guys seem to have good synergy. You should fart together more often. It's good stuff. It is. This is what happens when you drink the brown potion. Yeah. That's a symphony smell. Since we're talking about farting, and the dogs are barking outside. Since we're talking about farting, this one time, I must have been, what, 9 years old? 10? I was in class. Sorry, Lord. The bar isn't funny. I was in class, and I had been holding a fart for a while. And then I felt the need to sneeze. And I had this lousy habit of... I want to talk about things... Ah, yes, I can summon things. I forgot about that. I had this lousy habit of trying to hold back my sneeze. And and this is what happened. My friend next to me went, "What the fuck?" It was instant. I kind of got up from the chair by accident even. Kids. You got detention for farting once. I mean, there are times where it might be inappropriate to fart, I suppose. I had a friend that twice, not in the same year, but twice, he got a paper clip, he threaded it through a rubber, he shaped it as a prong, and then he shoved it in a power outlet. And the idea is that the rubber would isolate him, and the paper clip would short circuit the outlet and cause the breaker to drop, so class would be interrupted because, you know, no lights, no nothing. He did that like twice and he never got caught. I sneezed up a fart, I guess. I sneezed down a fart. We're back to having music. You've definitely snorted more than once in your life. Well, snarting is fine. Problem is when you schnart. Schnart. I have never schnarted. That sounds like a bad time. If that's not obvious, that's when you hold the sneeze and you shart. It's a schnart. One of the trees running around these hours, the other one isn't. That's pretty good. The battles are going so much faster now. Remember when I complained about the battles being too slow? It's already improving. This game is gonna get amazing. No beeping, chat. No beeping, professional streamer. I think the exit... Yes, the exit is right here. Snart is what you do the day after recovering from carnival. The tree is the new bear. It's really slow. Well, it's a tree. What do you want? Try the gun wrap, press the aluminum, then it works better than a paper clip when bent to the proper configuration. Those wrappers, when I was a kid, I used to be really annoying. I would put those wrappers to my lips and I would make like the loudest whistling noise. No beeping, only fart jokes. I can mute my microphone for the fart jokes if you guys want to. Like, for example, my best fart joke is... You know, the best joke ever, man. I'm dying here. Long way! You must return! The chief wizard! Everything is going to crap now because we defied their orders and we're bringing trees into our village. What happened? The chief wizard, he's dead! Is that our uncle? No, uncle it is. That's who we were talking about. This is the guy that knew about the stones, but was too afraid to tell us anything about them. If you remember that from last stream. Had a science class with its own electric grid. All used to put the minus ends together and watch all the tiles on the wall go crazy. This is the content you subscribe for. Yep, he's the...
Uncle! Chief Wizard!
Well, just bury him. That was fast.
How did my uncle die? Let Dun tell you.
A poisonous insect bit him. He was paralyzed and then fell unconscious. Without the antidote, he had no chance to recover. I don't understand though. This type of insect only lives in the high mountains. How did it get here? Unless someone deliberately put it inside Master's house.
The Qin envoys. It's quite a coincidence that both the chieftain and the chief wizard die as soon as they leave, isn't it? With the chieftain dead, Lanwei becomes our chieftain. But without the chief wizard's support, not everyone will agree to follow her now.
This is terrible! I'm not ready to be chieftain!
If the Baiyun are all arguing about who's going to lead them, then they won't be unified enough to repel the Qin invasion.
Yanhong, what am I going to do?
We've already found one of the Empyrean stones. If we hurry up and get the rest, we can resurrect both your father and the chief wizard. Otherwise, without their leadership and guidance, East Bayeux will fall to the Qin like wheat under a farmer's scythe.
Okay.
Then let's go. We don't have much time.
Here's a lengthy explanation, and she's like, okay. By the way, the voice acting is too low in volume. The music does drown it out. I've done everything I can to fix that. Like, music volume is already down here. There is no slider for voice, unfortunately. I'm trying to hide. No, is that the... As soon as you see a text box this big, I just like, yes. Yes, it's gonna take a while. Poisonous insect bit him. Yeah, the voice acting here is not that bad. The actor for Fusu on the previous game, the main character, that was pretty good. Everyone else was... The final boss was freaking amazing. These guys, they all kind of suck. The voice actor for the main character is like, oh no, what am I going to do? She's like, I don't know, like school play Cinderella level of voice acting. It's dumb. You heard the voice just fine. I'm glad you guys could hear it. I can barely hear it over the music. They are trying. This game is a lot better than Chin. No, not a lot. But it is very good. Like, every system works better now. Like, I can actually use the spells. Instead of just, oh, it would be pretty good if I could use them. Takahashi did a voice casting. This is a new song. And the music is so good, man. I want to read the text, but I'm flabbergasted with the music. Yes, abstractism. This is from the game. Like, I know we've had nothing but good music in this game, but holy crap. It does that weird thing with like electronic music mixed in. I don't know why it works so freaking well. Man, is it? And I was surprised when we got like vocals on the main title screen. Lan Xian and Qi Huan were great men. We must avenge their deaths. Oh. Good answer. Kinda Metroid Prime. Yeah? I do get weird gift subs sometimes as well. Tribal Electronica. Not you doing a joke. I don't know if I believe you. I don't want to keep playing the game, but I feel a strong urge to just chill. Yes, okay, let me see. We have plenty of materials here, but this is for defensive stuff. And everyone has armor. I'm gonna wait until I'm level... Wait. It said it increased the level... level 9 for the next upgrade. Solis next year again the other day had medieval folk and funk music. It is weird. If you guys ever come across a game that has polka music, I'd play that. Shield to manage the 20 inventories. There's no 20 inventories, what are you talking about? There is one crafting inventory split into 4 parts, one consumable inventory, and one inventory for the 3 characters, which is mostly empty anyway. Like, I have managed games with a truckload of inventories, this is not one of them.
Lanwei, you're still naive about the ways of the world. Not at all like Yenhong. Please be careful out there, and do as he says.
He's the man, you...
Yes, of course, Grandfather.
You...
Don't worry, Achin. I'll take good care of her.
Obey the man!
Lanwei, take this scroll. I've written down the secrets of item creation on it. Hopefully you'll find it useful in a pinch.
This guy's voice.
I don't know what to say.
Take this scroll!
I don't need your thanks, child. Just don't put me out of work when you return.
I don't need your thanks, child!
Don't use your magic too often, Lanwei. You still need all the practice you can get.
Very funny.
trust the Central Plains folk. They're very dishonest.
Right. And don't you trust Awa, Mingxia? He's always plotting how best to trick you into marrying him.
He is? Oh, Lan Wei. You're poking fun at me.
No, I'd never do that.
Come on, we need to be off.
Take care, everyone. We'll be back before you know it.
The dude has a Kermit voice.
Lanwei, if you hurry back, I swear you can practice your magic on me every day.
That's not suggestive at all. Yo, Lonely. Lonely. Do you want to practice your magic on me? Every day? I'm tired of practicing magic with Kermit the Frog. Here's a scroll! It shall help you in a pinch! Kermit. How did Kermit get to ancient China? As I say that to her laughingly, but with a Kermit impression. Let's practice some magic! Is that a new chapter? No, it's still on chapter 2. Okay, what about the scroll? Only for the witch, the river map. If this didn't change, let me put down a save before I use that item. Just in case. Lanwei learns river map item creation. Refine medicine. No. Is that a different skill? It is! We had different creation spells. Skills. Creates all kinds of equipment. Level for next step for grade 8. Create. Wait. 8 diagrams. Oh, river map. Holy fuck, it's complicated as all hell. This affects this? Because there's an arrow there? What? How does that even work? It's still 5 items, but one of them... Is there a manual? I said I had to check the manual last stream and I forgot. I'm gonna take a look at the manual before the next stream. I'm not gonna be crafting anything right now. But yeah, is there... I can't check right now because this game is jacked to get captured. If I alt-tab out of it, I'm gonna be shit out of luck. The gemstone... Yeah, I've been thinking that. But the gemstones... Attack power, defense power, attack while wounded. But these things also have stats. And they also have elements. So it could go either way how that's supposed to work. Look up crafting recipes online. Is this Terraria? You know, how do you guys feel about wiki games? Games that you require a wiki just to be able to play them. Where a wiki is not optional. I'm not sure how I feel about those games. There are some very good games that fall into that category and I don't mind looking things up. But it feels annoying, I don't know. How to craft brown potion in Seal of Evil. We need to find more games with brown potions. Just for the memes. I'm glad they exist. It's not my favorite system for sure. Just put the fucking encyclopedia in the game. But even when they do that, it's not... doesn't work the best sometimes. Like, it's not complete or anything. There are games that are interesting in the sense that they are optionally wiki games. For example, No Man's Sky. You can absolutely play the game and beat the main storyline and explore almost everything the game has to offer without a wiki. But if you do use a wiki, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff and find coordinates for systems that have special weapons or whatever. Or you can just run into that stuff on your own. I think the game does a good balance of having enough stuff to warrant sharing information like that, but not needing it to enjoy most of it. Prefer not to use wikis for most games. You hate spoilers, like to figure stuff out yourself. Right, everyone hates fandom. Look up stuff for this a few times for Baldur's Gate 1. Right, I'm not talking necessarily about guides. I'm talking about games that you cannot play without a wiki. Like, I use Terraria as an example. You can't really play Terraria without checking stuff on the wiki every now and again. It's not too hard to do that without spoilers for that particular game. You did? Well, oh, there is a serpent cave here. Oh, this is where we have been before, right? We just have to... Right, it's the other exit that we couldn't go through before. Right, I have been here before, I kind of forgot. Depends on what you want to do in the game. This is where the monkeys are. The monkey is still here. They were here, I think. I don't know, I felt like a few games really... How do I make this thing? And the game doesn't tell you, and I really don't want to mess around for 3 hours. Yeah, the monkeys are gone. They were here with their lousy sprites imported from Prince of Chin. Yeah, Minecraft falls into the same category. Oh, when I was talking about No Man's Sky, that's a game that I played for like almost 100 hours without looking for external information. And I only did when I got to a point, okay, there's not much more I can do if I don't look stuff up. And then I did and I realized, oh, there's a lot more stuff that I can do. I don't even need to use whatever information people are giving, I can just like know that it exists so I can look for it myself. Like, oh, there are this many types of ships and I can like keep reloading to get them on a trading station to get a better class of the same ship. Which is stuff that you do like way ahead in the game, like when you start caring about the class of the ships and stuff like that. Charging your phone so you can take it outside. Oh, look who's being fancy, going outside. If you need info, you should go to GameFAQs. Yeah, for old games. I've used GameFAQs a few times. You guys know I avoid getting hints if I can. I really dislike when I try to find one piece of information and someone spoils the entire game for me. How do I do... What do I need to give to this guy? When you're talking to this guy, who is going to become the final boss in the game later when he betrays you, you need to... I'm just jealous, you're only going outside to smoke and freeze your nipples off. Everyone needs a hobby, I guess. By the way, if it is freezing over there, then I am jealous. We got an early summer here and I hate it. I had to spend a few hours this afternoon cleaning up the air conditioners because they were not handling the heat. Oh, the chest respawns. Interesting. -33 there today. No thunderstorms. I know the feeling. Like, over here it's gotten to a point where when it rains all day, but at least it's not raining sideways, that's a good day. Some of you were here when we had the floods in my region. They're still trying to reopen the airport, by the way. I think it's partially open now. The main regional airport. Stormed for 3 days straight. That's not good. Over here, about 2 or 3 times a year, if the wind is, if the rain is really strong and the wind is coming from a particular direction, rain comes through there right into my computer. It's really annoying. I tried everything to fix that, I haven't found a good solution yet. Yeah, Divine Favor. Wait, what? Only for the wizard. Divine Retribution, is that? Oh, Divine Favor, that's a skill I already have. If I didn't, I could find it. So yeah, optional bosses with optional skills might be a thing, yes. Close the window. It's not a window. It's not that simple. It's complicated. Does it level up? I saved because I don't want to waste it. 50, 10, 130. Oh, it upgraded to intermediary. Mid rank. You can upgrade the skills by finding items. Holy crap. It says mid rank now. We saw mid rank here. Oh, primary is not because it's a primary skill, it's because it's on a primary level. Like, yeah, no, that actually makes sense. Well, I'm glad you're being smart. I'm usually too busy being dumb. No, it's basically I have like a freaking dumb terrace door here. And we already tried to like isolate all the corners, but if the rain is hitting the door sideways, it seeps into the sides and it doesn't actually hit my computer, but it does drench the floor.
Once we climb Heaven's summit, we'll leave Cloud Rose behind us. Hurry up!
Yanhong, look! The valley flowers are in bloom.
Cloud Rose Valley is beautiful this time of year. Hey, these are the flowers we planted when we were kids. Do you remember?
How could I forget? You were so clumsy. You kept trying to plant the seeds too deep. Wasn't that when Liang Hu came to our village?
Yes, he almost scared you to death the first time you saw him. Do you remember catching butterflies here together? You always caught more than I did.
And you released them all to spite me.
Yes, I remember. We were so happy and carefree then. What a pity it couldn't last. Damn the Qin.
I know.
Look, everything will be good again once we recover the Empyrean stones.
Yanhong, I'm scared.
The art in this game is really exquisite.
I know. So am I.
That's actually a pretty good segment. you know, setting off on the hero's journey, and you do like of course the voice acting doesn't help, and the fact that they're already rushing in. What is that greater scorpion fish, but it flies? But that segment's pretty good because, you know, this is what we did as kids, and then it shows the village behind you and all the things and people there. That was pretty good. Good music again. Game is overwhelmingly amazing. Man, this would have been like my favorite game as a kid if I knew it back then. Heaven's Summit. It's the kind of name they give to a place in Chinese stuff. How does... shit, crap. Okay, I have a little problem here. Shit, I can't even save. Oh, now I can? I can. A very good streamer wants to collaborate Maple Mystery. I don't know what to do with that, and I can't even get my mouse out of here. Let me pause the timer. Alright, and now I am raiding into myself. Alright.
I guess this call's not ending either, so I guess I'm just gonna stop it.
I mean, if you want to keep talking while I'm playing, it's up to you.
I really have to pee.
Alright, good luck with that.
Okay, you know what? I'll mute it and then I'll decide whether or not we're gonna stop the call. But I'll be back.
Alright, thank you.
Alright.
Alright, welcome in everyone from Maple Mysteries channel. Welcome in if you haven't been here before. I'm Colpert. I stream from Sundays to Fridays. I do old games that most people are not very familiar with. Welcome in everyone. Hello there, Scotch and Bangoraid and everyone. That's a lot of people. Zofair, you have been here before, Zofair. Amazing. You guys are probably gonna be hearing Maple Mystery clicking. And I think you might... yeah, you guys are gonna be hearing her in the back. You might even hear me through her. Anyway, let me resume the timer. How did you get here? Alright, so this is Prince of Qin. It's a party-based Diablo-like from China. Not Seal of Evil. This is Seal of Evil.
I'm Bill Gates, chairman of Microsoft. In
Hello
this
there,
video,
Mr. Bill Gates.
We're going to see the future.
He has seen the future, and it's not real.
Yeah, it's not real, Bill Gates. Don't stop showing that to us, thank you.
Who are you and how did you get
here?
I'm a locksmith, and I'm a locksmith.
Thank you for the follow, enjoy the free modes. Welcome in, Lady Norimon. Alright, if you have not muted yourself, not that it matters to me, but you should know that you have not muted yourself. I can hear your doors opening and closing and everything. Anyway, this is the sequel/prequel to Prince of Qin, which was released like 2-3 years earlier. And you can actually buy this game on GOG, and unlike Prince of Qin, it actually works properly on a modern system, although capturing it is a bit jacked. And we have a party of 3 characters here. It can go up to 5 people, I think. Previous game you could go up to 5. And this here is a beastman with claws, very good. This one is a wizard with summons. very good as well. And the music in this game is just exquisite. And I'm gonna do one thing here. I'm gonna mute Maple Mystery because I can't hear in the back and she's not talking right now. Conversation has been so riveting, you've not paid too much attention to the game. It's we had fun today, yes. It's been a fun stream. The game has all these synergies with elements on your skills and your items, which is something that came from Prince of Chim, but they thoroughly expanded it. They expanded the crafting system to the point where we're no longer relying on dropping equipment, but crafting it instead, which is a bit daunting, but quite interesting as well. The talk about brown potions. Yeah, you guys love the brown potions. And you can pause like Baldur's Gate style to manage your party, stuff like that. Trying to work that in. I know you have, just like Takahashi. And thank you, Lafoli, for sharing that again. I swear I get like the worst / best people clipping stuff on my channel. This one time I was complaining when we were playing Rusty about a platform that stopped at a moving platform that stopped at the wrong time and messed me up. And I had to stay on it, and I complained that the platform was being a dick. And I said that I hate to stay on the dick platform. And someone cut it so precisely that you have this clip of me being silent playing the game and just going, I hate staying on the dick. And it cuts. Like, very, very good job whoever did that. I don't remember who it was. But Jesus Christ, man. You guys love to quote me out of context. Right, she doesn't have any more mana. Yeah, thank you, Lafoli. You have been very kind. You have been very kind. And quick reminder, Maple Mystery, if you're back, I can still hear a microphone. I have muted it for my stream. If you want me to unmute it on stream, you let me know. In case you start like mumbling your password as you type it. She's telling me that she muted me and not her because I'm the problem. Do you want me to unmute it for everyone else? Alright, you're on. If you weren't here, this is Maple Mystery, and she had wanted to collaborate with me, and now she's here derailing everything.
Again, just repeat everything you said about the game you were playing, because I was gone. No, it's fine, it's fine.
It's a mix between Diablo and Baldur's Gate from China.
Understood.
And it's a sequel, and it's better than the original game. Like, they polished everything that was wrong with the first game, so it's just amazing all throughout. Really surprised by how good it is, actually.
How did you find these games?
It's... You know, if you figure out a way to do that, you let me know, because you can't exactly go on Google and say, tell me about a game that you don't know about. That's not how it works. Like, you can't ask top 10 games that don't make a top 10 list. So what happened was, I came across, don't ask me how, this game called Hazard. Hazard is a Korean party-based Diablo-like that is freaking amazing and completely unknown. And it has an English release. And I don't know how I came across it, honestly. All I know is that there were no playthroughs of it online at all. So I had to play it. And then as I was playing it, someone mentioned another Korean game that is a spiritual sequel to it called The Fate. And then I went, that is the same story, no one had played that game before online, and it's freaking amazing. And then someone saw, oh yeah, that game reminds me of Prince of Chin, and basically one thing leads to another.
Wow, like the sprites are exquisite.
Oh, you haven't seen the interior art on like the inn and in the houses. It's just fantastic.
I've had some experience playing things I couldn't find anything about on the internet, like the EGA version of Personal Nightmare. But the reason that you don't see those is because why would anyone play those?
Right.
They're almost unfinishable. So it's kind of nice that you were able to find something that people hadn't really been playing that was actually good.
I've been very lucky with that. I've been getting... I focus on trying to play games that people don't know because, you know, I think that's more fun and people usually appreciate me showing games that they don't know. And I have been lucky with games being good. Like during like spooky season last month, I played through 10 games, some of which were pretty unknown. And all of them were good except for one. Have you heard of a game called Skull Crasher?
No.
Skullcracker, I think. It's a beat-em-up platformer that plays as if it was made using Macromedia.
Ooh.
It's horrible. Just so you have an idea, there was a Mantis Strike. What is this? Oh, another for Beastman, another skill. That we don't have. It's a new oh no, we can upgrade this one. I keep drilling the conversation. Mid-rank. Our main attack is upgraded now. Increases our attack power. We found a secret cave that has an upgrade for a skill that we are using. How good is that?
Incredible.
Anyway, there was this one level. How do we leave? That's a problem. It has this level that has barrels that keep dropping on you. As you're playing, fix the volume.
Oh, they're saying I'm a bit low with the, especially with the game audio, I suppose. I even tried to move the mic closer to my face too.
I know what's happening.
I'm at 100.
I know what's happening.
Okay. Like if you can't fix it or anything, if people are too bothered by it, I can just like
okay.
off or whatnot.
What about now, everyone?
What about now, everybody? Or I could just like yell or talk louder or something.
No, what was happening is I'm capturing the audio of the game. And then when I went to capture you, I started capturing the game again.
Okay.
Right, because I'm not capturing all the desktop audio by default. I blame you distracting me. One of my characters died.
Yeah, that is it really is my fault. But
okay.
like with the calls, shouldn't the call just have its own like thing? Like I don't know, like Twitch should have done a thing to make it work.
Maybe, but I didn't have time.
It's fine.
Anyway, this stage has barrels that drop on you as you're fighting beat 'em up, as you're doing platforming with what do you call it? Conveyor belts. It was horrible. But the bad thing is, every time I died, I reloaded. And I didn't realize at first it was getting harder. And what happens is, even if you quit to the main menu and you reload, the barrel spawners stay and they add more barrel spawners.
Oh no.
So it got to a point where you got a constant stream, a river of barrels dropping on your head. Non-stop. So what I had to do is, every time I died, I had to close the game and restart it to fix it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was horrible. People are mentioning the Mr. Bones joke. I played through Mr. Bones during Halloween season. Are you familiar with that game?
No.
It has every level is a different gimmick, and one of the levels you have to tell jokes. It has over 50 jokes, and you have to like learn the jokes because each button is a random part of the joke, so you can like start with the punchline by accident. And what is going on? Okay. And basically I have to memorize the jokes. I started writing down the jokes on my phone so I could, on next attempts, play them in the right order. And I was doing fine until one of the jokes broke me, and it was the dumbest one. It was the dumbest joke, and I just started laughing for like 10 minutes. It just broke me. It went like this. What is green and sings? Elvis Parsley.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's so bad, but I don't know if it was like the constant stream of bad jokes.
Yes.
That one in particular broke me. And yes, Lafoli with the clip. Thank you, Lafoli.
Oh, gee. Yeah.
Space Astrocat, you didn't know that Prince of Qing had a sequel. It does. It's a prequel, but it was released later, so it is a sequel. And it's better than Prince of Qing in almost every way, which is impressive considering how good that game was.
Huh. What year was this released?
What?
This one here. I'm trying to look it up.
No, this one is 2004.
Okay. Oh.
It looks good for 2004, doesn't it?
It looks good, just period. I mean, I'm
Yes.
just kind of amazed.
Prince of Qing looked pretty good, but some of the backgrounds were a little bit rough. And that one you could kind of tell, because these are pre-rendered 3D sprites. That one you could kind of tell that they were. On this one, it almost looks like pixel art. Because they're really good.
I thought it was. Yeah. So what classes do you have here in your party? Are they like traditional D&D classes?
No, not at all. No D&D here. No, there's these three characters are like main story characters. We just left the village we started in. Like 5 hours, we barely going through the tutorial. And the main character is this girl, which is also quite unique for the time. Like the main character is a woman. She was the daughter of the chieftain died, now she's the chieftain and she's a witch. This is her boyfriend, not boyfriend, it's complicated, who is a wizard. And this is her guard, a beast man, who looks like an orc on this portrait. But if you look at his sprite, he's a lion guy, which is a lot more interesting. And he has a tail, which is very powerful. And the party system works so well in this game. This is like the 4th game that fits the Diablo with a party description. And it's by far the best, most smooth combat in general. Prince of Qing we had to pause all the time to manage people. This one I have barely paused at all. Which sometimes, you know, for tactical purposes you need to, but being forced to is a little bit annoying. And you get like here, I moused over this is stone I can gather ore, and I can use it to craft stuff. All this stuff they're dropping is for crafting. They're not dropping equipment. Maybe that will change once we fight human enemies, but for now, nothing drops equipment. You have to craft everything. But they have, and this is very advanced for the time, they have separate inventories for the craftables, so you don't muck up your... They have a separate one for consumables as well.
Nice. Who's the big bad guy in this?
The Qing Empire.
Okay.
Which is... This is before... The Prince of Qing plays right after the unification of China. And you are, and this is based on an actual historical figure, the son of the emperor at the time. When the emperor died, he was ordered to commit suicide. It was a political thing, and he did. On this game, we are ordered to in Prince of Qing, we were ordered to suicide, but we didn't. And we fight our way back. So the Qin Empire is kind of the enemy because you are hidden from them, but you want to become the king, the emperor, because you are the rightful heir. So it's a really interesting mechanic on that game. This one is a prequel, so this is during the unification. The Qin Empire came in here and threatened our village because they want us to join. And we believe they are responsible for the death of the chieftain. And we are going away, and this is all like very historically accurate, right? We're going away to find the 5 stones that seal the demon that can resurrect people.
Okay.
So that's very historically accurate as well.
Oh yeah.
We're dying here again. Jesus Christ, man. And now they're attacking the wizards. By the way, I can summon things. I keep forgetting the summons. Ah, yes. One of the guys, we practiced magic with him and then we knocked him out. And now when we were leaving, he said, when you come back, we can practice magic every day.
I see.
Yes, the
What
voice
kind of magic is this?
voice acting in the game is jank. It's a lot better than the first one. The first one had English problems. You could you could listen to the voice actors wincing as they read through the Bork script. On this one,
localized. Wow.
this was localized, yes. This one is much better localized. We haven't found any obvious stuff. Other than maybe a little bit out of place, because this is the daughter of the chieftain. He's all proper and stuff. And she told the guy she was taking the piss. That was a little bit jarring. But otherwise, I haven't found any trouble here. Much better localized. But still, one of the guys literally sounded like Kermit the Frog. And like, he was putting in the effort to sound like Kermit the Frog. It was an accident.
Some people have the kind of weird resonance in their voices. Yeah. Oh yeah. We had a mayor here in Toronto that used to sound like Kermit the Frog. I don't think he was doing it on purpose.
Man, that must be horrible.
I
want to be taken seriously.
Wish that kind of sounds like this, you know. It's just kind of deep down in the throat like this, you know. It's just.
I'm a serious mayor. I demand your respect.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a cute voice. Yeah. Yeah. David Miller, if anyone's curious. Here in Toronto.
That
was a long time ago.
That sounds like a very mayoral name.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, we just had like municipal elections in our country like a couple of weeks ago. But our elections here are not as complicated as the ones happening in the US. I find that so complicated because like not only all the people get elected, but mainly the fact that people start voting like 6 months in advance and then it takes another 6 months to realize who won. Over here, everyone votes at the same time, on the same day, no lines, and on the same day everyone knows the results.
You don't have any advanced polling or anything
No.
like that? Or like, if people like are expats and stuff, when do they vote and stuff?
They have polling places at embassies around the world.
Okay, I see. Oh, that makes sense, actually. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I find it so weird that you guys... not you guys because you're Canadian.
It's similar, probably. I don't know.
It's just so weird because you start mailing in your ballots and then I see people on Reddit posting their ballots being written down. And that sounds horrible because then you can be threatened to, like, you have to vote a certain way and have to take a picture to prove it. Over here, you're forbidden to take your phone into the booth with you to avoid that kind of problem.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
It seems so obvious.
Yeah.
Like there were news of like a guy that posted he hid his phone and he posted a video of him voting for the guy that he supported, and he had legal trouble with that They take that stuff seriously. Another thing that I find weird in the US is that each state has their own election stuff. Like, why is it not centralized? Like, over there, like, each state does its own thing with its own rules. It's so weird and complicated.
Yeah, we probably have something similar. Like, I mean, I think I've heard tell that our system's more like the UK system, but I don't really know enough to know about it.
Yeah, I only know about our system, of course, and the US system because they talk about it all the time. Voting being sensible is this area. Yeah, I get it. You can vote early if you want. Actual voting day and result is 1 day. I mean, and I don't know if you're talking about the US. I know that in the US, I was following... There was this one presidential election that I was following for some reason. And I remember there was like days of this graph going back and forth and you never knew who was winning. And all this weird math. I think that's like maybe because they like a lot of statistics in baseball and just that kind of stuff. They want to apply that to more things, so they can just have the weird graphs with the election races and stuff. Right, they start counting votes tomorrow.
Oh, so I didn't even know. I thought maybe they would know today. And I was like, oh, I don't even know. Maybe they know today. So tomorrow there'll be the results then?
No, from what I remember from previous American elections, they'll start counting today. But, you know, by the time all the judges decide to allow the votes to get counted or something, because people go in and say there was fraud here, fraud there. And sometimes there are states like... Sometimes you already know who the winner is, but some states are still busy counting just in case.
Oh, okay, wait, I think the video that I'm watching, because I'm watching it on a separate screen, that I think it's if there's a bit of lag or something. Okay, that's good. Yeah, there is a board game, a heavy Euro board game based on the German election. It's supposed to take like 6 hours to play, and it's called Die Macher. And I've never played it because it just sounds so incredibly unappealing.
It sounds unappealing to you. A Euro game about German elections that takes 6 hours to play. That sounds fantastic. Is that implemented in Tabletop Simulator? I want to play that.
And I wonder how many people you'd even need to find to play that with you. How many people do you require for Die Macher? I feel like you'd need more people than who'd want to.
I mean, you need at least 2 guys to run and like 5 people to vote.
Okay, let's see. Die Macher board game. How many people do we need for this game? 3 to 5 players. Community says best is 5. There's just no way you're ever gonna play this game.
What? You don't get friends randomly at your house for 7 hours in a row of free time doing nothing?
You would have to lie to them to get them there. I think. Like, there's no way you could invite them with that.
You just need better friends. Do you guys want to play a German Euro game about elections that takes 7 hours? If their eyes don't light up, you're hanging around the wrong crowd. Okay, we gotta level up here.
I see Moosey Fade has done it. I did all the time in the 2010s. So there's at least one person, and who had at least 5 other friends.
Moosey Fade actually knows a lot about tabletop games. He has rented my ear about that before. It's pretty interesting.
Well, I'm jealous that you have such good friends who are that patient, and I can only imagine how much fun you would have had if you played something else. But no, I'm joking. I'm sure you had a fine time. No, and it's really hard, of course, to get a group together nowadays.
I've gave up on that a long time ago. Like, back when I was in college, I had groups for Vampire the Masquerade and D&D, but yeah, now we have work and people have children, and
yeah.
It's weird. I'm old enough to be past the phase where I find weird that people have children. Because there is that phase in life. What do you mean someone my age has kids? Why would they do that?
It took me a long time to get used to the fact that my sister had kids, and like by the time I think my nephew was 6, I think I had like finally been like, oh, there she has kids. But yeah, it took me a while to adjust to that idea.
Yeah, it's my brothers are all much older than me, so when my brother is like 11 years older, I had a kid, and I was like really young, and I was already an uncle. That was jarring. It's a good thing my niece never called me an uncle. That would have been traumatized at first. No Werewolf the Apocalypse, no Absentia. I've only heard of that. My group never cared about that. I still have my Vampire the Masquerade books, I think. You own 2000 board games. Yeah, Sunfall has talked about that as well. Yes, 2000 board games.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Nice. The dude has a second house just to store that stuff.
Awesome. If you could get that deep into your hobbies, for sure. Yeah.
There's people who look at you and invoke the fact that you have an adult child. Okay, you know it has to be a mother when they refer to someone as adult child. I know it makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't. Small subset of games online. Yeah, you've mentioned Sunfall frequently on Thursday. Sunfall is here and he's like, I'm barely paying attention because it's game night. And it's a good thing that he does that. Like, the last gaming group I had was for World of Warcraft. And like, as much as I loved playing with them, I couldn't stand World of Warcraft anymore. So it's a shame I kind of dropped out of the group, but...
When did you stop? Like, what patch?
It was start of Battle for Azeroth. And that was garbage. That expansion was garbage. I'm sorry. And mostly because it came after Legion, which was freaking amazing in every way. I literally leveled up every class to maximum during Legion. Just because I wanted to do the class quests and the legendary weapons.
I played my fair share, but I think I kind of whatever was after Mists of Pandaria, I stopped.
That was the second worst expansion, Warlords of Draenor. That one was difficult to survive. When did you start playing?
Burning Crusade.
I started playing on closed beta. So I can't complain about World of Warcraft. It kept me entertaining for over a decade, almost 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I mean,
sure.
If the game gets boring after almost 2 decades, that's not the game's fault.
No, you've probably changed as a person, enough.
Yeah, that too.
To not be interested. But what was your favorite class to play? What was your main?
I changed a few times. I started as a rogue for a long time.
What faction and what race?
People who play World of Warcraft are gonna scoff at me, but I played on Alliance. And my first rogue was human. I changed to I changed to a paladin, and then that was a dwarf, and then I started a guild made up only of dwarves. And it was really good, and we did very good raid progression with nothing but dwarves for a while.
Oh my god.
And then when they released Mists of Pandaria, I made a monk, and I realized I could continue to tank, but I could drink while doing that. Monks are freaking amazing. And when they redid the models for the classes, I class changed to a dwarven monk. And that was perfect. Just a drunk dwarf, like, hit me on the chin, I can't even feel it.
Fantastic. Yeah, I started my main was Night Elf Rogue Alliance thing.
Oh, Night Elf Rogue, how original.
I know, but they have the racial, right? So it's just like, I thought you'd say that because they have a natural racial that's like an extra...
extra stealth, yes.
Yeah. It was actually, it saved my butt so many times when we started to wipe raids and stuff. You just,
when I started to wipe raids, then when we started, yes.
Well, no, I mean, it was never my fault.
No, of course not.
It was the Warlock's fault that his DPS was out of control.
Let me tell you a story. You played during Burning Crusade. Do you remember the raid of Blackwing Lair? Do you remember the first fight? Razor Gore? No, it wasn't Onyxia. Blackwing.
Okay.
It was related. It was on Black Rock Mountain. The first boss was Razor Gore. And the room he was in was diamond shaped, right? And at the time, I didn't have any Brazilian friends that played it, and I could barely understand English, but enough that I could join a guild and raid with them. And I did. I really wanted to raid. So I was doing my job there, and I'm paying close attention to the instructions. I did Molten Core just fine, and we get to that fight. And I'm listening like very, very close attention, right? My English is not very good at that time, but I can understand enough. And he's going to explain the fight. And he said, I'm going to make this very, very simple. I'm going to explain in a way that you guys are going to understand everything. And I'm like, good. That's what I need. Good going. And then he starts explaining, okay, so you see the map looks like a diamond shape. So pretend this is a baseball field. So-and-so go on first base, so-and-so go on second base, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm thinking, if I speak up, I'm just gonna get kicked. So I went in not knowing anything, and I played on dial-up. And everything was fine until the fight started, and then I just dropped from the game until the fight stopped. I think they eventually killed it. I don't remember if I got any loot.
Blackwing Lair. Yeah, I think wasn't Blackwing Lair like original WoW, like vanilla WoW?
Oh, you're right. It's not Burning Crusade. Yeah, it is.
We went back after, like when you get overgeared and stuff. Like I think we visited the places as like tourists, you know. Like I don't think.
Yeah, no, that's actually fun to do. I did that a lot of the time. Yeah, no, you're right. It's not Burning Crusade. What am I thinking? I'm gonna get my Warcraft credit revoked.
What was the evil night elf guy with the glaives called again?
Illidan.
Illidan, yes.
Yeah, the final boss on Burning Crusade. Yeah. Although they added the Sunwell later,
which was awesome. I like Blood Elves in the Sunwell. That was nice. I didn't play them.
I mean,
I like the look of it.
You played as a night elf. Of course, you like the Blood Elves.
What a pretty starting area. It's like Disney.
That's the first time I've heard someone say that unironically.
It's nice. What you want to be like an undead and live in a sewer? Like, come on.
Well, what's wrong with that?
It's like nice. It's not pretty.
When I played the closed beta, that's what I played as. Walking around the sewers with my jaw dangling.
No.
Just beats of body parts sticking out. That was pretty good. It was as good as a German economy game about elections. Alright, Zofair, enjoy your lurk.
Hey, yes, good to see you so far. I want to see like the age rating for that game. 14 plus is for D-Mocker.
Why does he have nudity? Can you win votes doing that?
I just was curious because a lot of times with these games, it's like these German games, they'll tell you some absurdly low number for like the age group, because I'm like, German kids are some like super smart board game people. But I thought it'd be like 8 and up or something. So 14 plus is kind of really funny. Even they're acknowledging.
Only for Beastman, only for the Witch, 5 Divine Elements. That is this skill. We're gonna upgrade it to mid rank. Good. So not getting new skills with these scrolls, only get upgrades. Mantis Strike. Right, I forgot to upgrade this after I reloaded. Okay. I haven't noticed the Calyx lore. I have been missing out on chat a lot. I apologize because of...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys, if you're not following Maple Mystery, do follow her so you can go on her channel and complain that she's derailing streams left and right.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I should have known.
I'll have to look at that later. I can't scroll up right now without closing the game. Living in the moment. By the way, the maps here are very large. The previous game, Prince of Chini, had like a map that you can open up a window, big window, to see the entire map. This one doesn't have that. I don't think, unless I have to check on the manual. And you can get a bit lost on these levels. At least the enemies don't respawn.
Those trees and bushes are incredible.
Yes.
Really good work.
I really need to show you like one of the house interiors. I don't have a save file back there, unfortunately. But like it doesn't look like it's tile based or anything. It looks like
it's amazing.
Artisanally crafted.
Yes.
Like look at this ledge. Like it's just a simple ledge, but it's organic.
It's incredibly impressive. I'm very blown away by the look of this game. And Soundfall TE mentions a really funny like movie rating story about Gosford Park. I had no idea Gosford Park was rated R. Because yeah, I've seen that movie and there's nothing about it that would consider an R except for the fact that kids would hate it.
Yeah, the two people saying fuck. Yes, you can get one fuck per movie without increasing the rating. There is a rule like this. It's amazing. Wasn't there a rule for comic books where you could have like only one gorilla per month or something on the cover?
I don't know if it's a rule, but I think they just didn't. They knew that the gorilla covers would sell well, I think, and that's why they.
That's true.
Yeah, they'd want to saturate the market with gorilla covers.
Giant tree that walks around and gives hugs. It is pretty good. It has a good face. That tree, like, it looks so good, but then you see the face on it and it looks so silly. The great gorilla crash of the 70s, yes. Let me see if I can bring the face down. Come here, tree.
Yeah, I want to see his face. Now that we've made fun of it. Aww. Oh, look at his little face. I like his yellow eyes. That's great.
Okay, I got a new one. Thank you for the gigantified for the bits, Absentia. That does not look like a gun. What are you doing? I have a recurring joke with Absentia because this one time she posted an emote that was, I think, a small furry animal curled up, but it was really small and my resolution is not very good and it looked like a gun. And I say, is that a gun? So every time she posts an emote, I ask if it is a gun. Yeah, that one, it looks like a Fallout gun to me. Seriously, I'm looking at it right now. I can't see anything other than a gun.
That emote, that doesn't look like a gun. The Absentia, the what? That one?
The small one.
So here's something. So I saw a streamer was playing Crimson Diamond, and they were in the first chapter, and they went into Albert's room, and you know how Albert's walking back and forth, unpacking white shirts into the drawer.
Mm-hmm.
They panicked and ran out of the room because they thought that Albert had this gun in his hand. He was going to shoot Nancy. The way that it looked like he was holding something in his hand.
You've never been so offended by someone being so scared. No, that game saves all the murder intent for the later part.
Mm-hmm. Before I released it, everyone was kind of assumed there was a murder in it, and then I just never said because I didn't want to spoil anything, and yeah, there was. Spoilers. That's okay.
Yeah, I tried to keep it vague. I didn't say murder, I say murderous intent. Doesn't mean people act on it.
No, I mean, of course. What would the world be like if most of us acted on our murderous intent?
I mean, everyone has a little bit of murderous intent every now and again.
Of course.
It's a healthy part of being human.
is.
No, I can imagine someone like Absentia just smiling through their teeth. I'm gonna kill him. Thank you for the other Gigantify for the beats, Absentia. Hello, your mom.
Hey, your mom.
Okay, we're on the top of the map because I can't scroll up anymore. There is a part that I didn't walk through. If it doesn't connect here, I'll have to go back.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I have to explore everything, especially because we have literally found skill upgrades in hidden caves. It's totally you. Oh, I'm gonna kill him. I can see that, yes. I can imagine Absentia talking to some close friend or family member and being like, look, listen. I love you, okay, but I can't stand you right now. That's exactly what I think she sounds like in real life. Smile on the outside, stab on the inside. Basically, yeah, she's agreeing. Are you watching other people stream while secretly working on a secret game that is a secret?
Me?
Yes.
I'm working on other stuff. I'm not working on my game right now, and I will be making a secret game that is a secret. But
yes, we don't talk about that one.
Yeah, I will be. Like, I mean, there's gonna be a sequel to the Crimson Diamond, but I only have notes for it. I haven't started working on it yet.
That kind of stuff. It's usually better, right, when you take a long extended break.
Yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing that this time around. I'm still fixing Crimson Diamond stuff anyway. Like
That's good. People always... That's the thing, right? People always remember when they bought a game and the dev kept fixing it.
Oh, really?
And they always remember when the game was broken, the dev just abandoned it.
Aww.
Like, it pays off to take care of things like that.
That's good. And I will. I mean, for me, I couldn't just leave it in a place, like, if something's horribly broken, it would just not feel good for me to leave it like
Did
that.
you fix that one bug where I managed to, like, get inside that meat room and talk to the guy before he was ready to talk? Or something.
I think I have. There's still some issues with that sequence, but I think I fixed them, hopefully, at this point. Yeah, there's a lot of issues around that, because by that time, there's just a lot of flags by that time in Chapter 5, and just to keep everything straight, and people do stuff out of order, it's like a nightmare.
What's on your mind,
But I am trying.
Just thinking about my home.
Liang-Hu, what's it like? Your home, I mean.
It's very beautiful. The mountains reach right up.
The meat room, yes, it's the meat room. Not the meeting room, it's the meat room.
Meat room, yes, sorry for my English.
No, you said it right. It just like, because it sounds like what it is. Like you actually didn't confuse people at all. But it's not a common thing to say. It's not a common, but it is. That's what it is.
We're getting a flashback sequence.
Oh, sweet.
Look at this. The game has flashback sequences and you play through them.
Aww. Sepia.
The two small beast boys.
Kermit Man.
He is the same voice actor doing the voice child as the Kermit Man, yes. Are you afraid?
That was really good.
People have complimented on my Kermit impression, yes.
It's a very good Kermit impression.
You're trapped!
Liang-Hu! I was just kidding! Liang-Hu!
Did you really jump?
Yes, it wasn't the smartest thing.
Did he just totally die?
Fortunately,
Is that what happened?
No, he jumped and he didn't die because he's old here now and he's fine. That was a cinematic.
How did he live?
He just explained. We were talking over it.
Yeah.
He said the trees broke his fall.
Okay.
The instant scoff at the explanation.
Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning was because I wasn't paying attention.
We got she looks shocked. Kaishin, out of breath and brow-bedded with sweat, says, Lan Wei, I'm on my way to Cloud Rose right now. Kaishin, what's going on? Giant Keep is under attack by Qin soldiers. What? I noticed them too when I came back, hiding in the brush. I thought it said bush. Damn it! We must go to Giant Keep. We must. I missed the segment before and I can't go back, whatever. We got a fourth character, but we can't control her. Yeah, she has a level up and we can exchange her for our boyfriend, which sounds cruel. And she is an assassin. Oh man, I kind of want an assassin, but that guy heals. Yeah, choices.
Sounds codependent.
Sounds codependent. Alright, anyway, let me put a couple of saves here. What was my most recent one? Can put a save here. And put another save here. I'm going to stop the timer because I'll be coming back to this game tomorrow.
Haha.